Welcome back to another battle, everybody. Today, we have another one of our very, very special instances of Tier List Tuesday. Uh, maybe not a good instance, but we have one of the instances. This is Iceland. This is the third smallest map in Risk. There's some nuance to these small maps in the Risk meta settings, and we are going to be looking at them today. We are playing as the green player out of the 6th position, which isn't not a great spot to be in, but we can respond to the cap spots of our opponents. We're basically playing to see where we can get cards today. This 7 looks like it might be appealing. This is actually a pretty bad capital. I think this 6 is probably going to be my best choice. Purple has the best spot on the board in this 9 here because it exists on the sides of all of these loop points. So you... What? He doesn't... Okay. I said all that baloney, and he doesn't take it. So this actually cuts the board in half. And he doesn't take the half board cutter. Okay. That is intriguing. I wonder if he groups up right away. He might roll me, but we're going to take the risk. I'm going to go here. The reason I go here is I am close to that central point, right? It's the closest I can get to the central point. Blue's actually going to actively take cards. I do think you don't really want, unless everybody skips, you don't really want a card skip on this. And I'll get into that here in a moment. But I didn't want to go on this 7 because this territory, I just assumed red or purple would cap here. Because this cap is just as good for red. The fact that neither of these opponents took these cap spots is absurd to me. Both of these cap spots cut the board in half. So purple could control the entire left-hand side with this. Red could control the entire right-hand side with this one, with where these two blizzards are. Specifically this blizzard. This blizzard's super impactful. Red fortifies right up, it looks like. No, red doesn't actually move his 8. So he gets a card, but he doesn't move the 8. We're hoping that that purple maybe rolls his 9. Fortifies in, we can get our 7 to cap up here and still get a card. Out of the 6th position, we're actually at a disadvantage. So the reason we're at a disadvantage, we will seemingly get a card here, which is good. Okay, white goes that way. So we'll be able to get our stack, and we don't see any of black's territories. Everybody starts with 3 territories. Blue actually starts with 4, so that's why blue's territories that we saw were a little bit weaker. There are 21 territories on this map. There are 2 blizzards, knocks us down to 19 territories. It's the third smallest map behind. Black actually misses a card there. That's really bad on this map, and I'll get into that now. So because there are only 21 total territories, including the blizzards here, you can't afford to miss cards. And the reason you can't afford to miss cards is because of the fact that there are a limited number of cards on this board. We saw it with Simple World, which is 2 territories smaller than this. We saw it with Britannia, which is 1 territory smaller than this. Both of those maps are absolutely super duper tiny. And there's only 23 total cards. I don't know if you guys are picking up what I'm putting down here, but with a 6-player game, you can hold up to 5 cards in your hand at a time, and with only 23 available cards, that's 7 cards that players can't hold. So nobody, as long as everybody's actively taking cards, nobody can get to 5 cards. Nobody can get to 5 cards. There's actually no point in attacking once all of the cards are out. So black actually takes a card off of the 5 here. Black and I have an infinite trading zone. That might come in handy later. I don't think it's going to come in handy right now. So black has put himself at an incredible disadvantage because he is going to be the player. Oh, black has white cap directly in front of him. Okay. So red actually could have 1, 2, 3, 4. If red had capped here, he would have had only blue on the right-hand side of the board with himself. And red is not moving this 8 out of the way for some reason. He had the option to fortify, but he's keeping it in the way. Does he hit blue and then fortify away? No, he keeps it in the way. He is keeping it in the way. So we can't group up our material. Interesting strategy by red. Very, very interesting strategy by red. Kind of annoying. It's kind of asking this material to get smoked by somebody who's ballsy enough to hit it. White gets in the way here. We know white's capped to the left. This actually, it makes taking this card a little bit more annoying. So I believe blue and red are capped on the right-hand side. I think blue might even, or red might even be here on Volda Sissel. I still don't understand how you don't cap on this territory here. That completely cuts the board in half. Nobody would be able to group material. Now instead you're holding it in the way. Holding everybody hostage, which is a little bit annoying. But we'll just go that way. I'll touch on the bonuses in a minute. I want to hammer home the idea. I think I mentioned this was Tier List Tuesday. If I didn't, I'm a fool. But anyway, series, we play the meta settings. We look at every single map. We landed on Iceland today. When I recorded the Boston video last week, I didn't even realize Iceland was the next one. Maybe a little bit unfortunate that it is. But we're here on Iceland today. Red takes... So red will never have this bonus. He could play for this one. Nobody's captain here. He doesn't move this out of the way. But the idea with the cards here, there are only 23 available cards. So, because it's two wild cards or jokers, as some people call them, and then you've got one, or you got one card for every single territory, including the Blizzard territory. So you see, like, we have a territory here on this Blizzard. We don't have a set. We actually have a +2, so fortifying back to this spot would not be a bad idea. I'm just going to put a little bit off cap over here. Yes, there is blue. I think that's the last card I'll be able to get. So I think that might be the last card available completely, right? We've got 4, so 8, 12, 16, 19. Yeah, that was the last card on the board, and blue knows that. There's no point taking a card. There's no point taking a card unless I can make myself look like an idiot. Red takes a card over here. Oh, he did get a card. How did he get a card? Did I do that math wrong? 9, 13, 17, 20, 24. What? 21 territories. 9, 13, 17, 20, 24. Purple didn't get a card. I assume white won't get a card. Is the wiki must just be... No, white got a... What? 10, 18, 25. Is the wiki telling me the wrong number of territories here? Maybe that's the problem. 6, so this is 7. 5 is 12. No. So if I take a card here... Let's just see. I'm curious because I'm very confused right now. What? How are there available cards? All right, you guys are learning in real time some mega confusion on my end. I get how there's available cards after red trades in. There's only supposed to be cards for the number of territories. Did they change the game? Without telling anybody? Or am I just crazy here? 5, 7, 12, 17 plus 4 is 21. So there is 21 territories. And then there's 2 extra. 5, 8, 13, 16, 20, 25. Maybe Iceland's an exception or something. I don't know. I don't know. I might actually be able to block red. Blue sets. Dumps everything up here. Does he still have a position on the left-hand side? He might. I kind of just need somebody to get aggressive into somebody else. I was hoping... These are the bonuses, by the way. We got west +2, north +5, east +4, south +3. Maybe there was a chance I could hold the east here. Oh, please hit this. Please hit this 12. Dang it. He went to the left. Might be knocking blue out of there, though. Did he get a card? He did. He skipped one turn, right? I think purple and blue thought that this was going to work the same way I did, where there weren't going to be enough cards for everybody. But I don't really know what's going on. There shouldn't be available cards, so I'm very, very confused. I don't want to lock my cap up at all. If they remove this, they remove this. Blue attacks off cap. Yeah, hits me. I'm not surprised by that. Because purple removed his position over here. Red attacks. So red knows that I got hit. That's why he broke me before. And blue's not going to open up red's cap. So... This game may take forever. I mean, I figured if nobody cap sacked on the first turn, it probably would. It seems like my opponents are pretty decent all around. I'm so confused by the lack of the cards. Like, what I mean is... I'm very confused by the fact that the cards are not... Ooh, we could card block blue soon. If I trade in front of white, I could card block blue. Maybe red will do that with me. Red's got to get this out of the middle, I think. I don't know why he's actually voluntarily keeping his cap closed. I simply don't understand why he didn't cap here. He could have card blocked blue easily. Would have had infinite trading if somebody blocked him in front of his cap. I have to imagine this all goes back to cap, right? I think he's just getting board vision. Yeah, he's just taking a peek. I know where everybody's capped, so I'm not super concerned by this. That comes back to cap. Yep. So... I don't think I hit blue. I think I hit in front of red just to take a peek at what white's got. Red and I stay even here. I've got pathing to come blast him if I need to. Although card block opportunity will present itself. Now, if one of these guys rolls somebody else's cap willy-nilly, that's potential cards. For some reason, the cards aren't limited. I thought for sure they would be. Very, very bizarre. All right. Well, the trades are getting quite high. Let's just take a peek at what white's got over here. We won't see purple. White's got 85. We do have an infinite trading zone with black, but I don't think that's going to matter. I want blue to be card blocked, actually. Yeah, just drop that there. He attacks down this way. Interesting. So red got peeks at both the caps. I don't see purple's cap. Red trades in early. Interesting. I don't know why red said early there. Oh, he's a bot. Red quit. That's why red said early. Do I have a trade? I do. I think we go to try to take red's cap. Do I think that was all of his troops? Probably. Purple sets. Does purple go for red? 45. Purple gets this cap. I can't contest that. Yep, well played. I need to be searching for that kill. That's just turn order. I just got abused by turn order there. I need to get away from this 55, though. Like, badly. I don't want to kill the bot now. The bot will likely be worth the cards. So red bailed. That's certainly an impact that this map can have. Purple fortified back. So I don't know how much he kept on this. It had to have been less than 44, 42. I don't think the 1 or 2 cards will be worth it, but more than that will be. Black sets early. Is he going to go hunt red? 48 comes out. That's not going to be enough to kill red. Does he try to roll this capital, though? He knows that the cap is free. Yep, he sees that purple took it, which you should have known that purple... Oh, it was free for purple. Purple took all of his troops off of it. Why? You have free to... All right, so here's what we have learned. Black is good. Purple is bad. Red is a bot. Blue has 1 free card up here. We're just going to get back to cap here. I'll have to look into it, guys. I don't think I'll have an explanation for all of you in terms of... now, blue will not trade in off of red. If he goes for this kill, he might feed himself on 5. It's going to be contingent on somebody opening. He doesn't go for the kill. I was going to say it's going to be contingent on somebody opening me up, which does not happen. Now, purple will set in off of red kill. Black will not. That goes up into blue first. So blue's got some expensive cards. This does take the bonus. Keep going. One more. One more. I will kill... okay, we can't kill red just yet. Red was worth about 60. It picks up 2 extra cards insta trades. I think that might be a wash right now. I don't want to open up... I don't think black will be strong enough to kill it, and I don't want to open up... I don't think I want to open it this turn because I think it's completely a wash to go kill red right now. It just gives me back the troops. It actually, I think, is a net loss of 1 card if I had to think about it, because you assume to lose the same amount that you're hitting. Just that's the assumption you got to go with. I'd be hitting about 60 troops. I'd get back 60 troops. But I'd get back 60 troops investing my own trade in. So I think I hit here to the left. We already know white is going to be open to that kill. We don't open up purple. And it's possible purple just gets opened to the bot anyway. White can trade here. So I think this might be a worthwhile investment for white. I'm not so sure about anybody else. Blue will trade off of it, but again, I don't think it's worth it for blue. I will go for the bot kill on this next turn. Right now, I will go for it because it will be worth it. It will be the trade that replenishes in and of itself. And then the bot's off the board. Purple could trade and kill it. It'd be close. Could feed it to white pretty easily. Could feed it to black pretty easily if you trade and kill it. He doesn't take it. And red didn't attack out this way, so it only took a card off of blue on the right-hand side. More ideally, you'd get it on 4, but I think getting it on 3 is fine. It's not a net loss. It's just kind of a net chill. So he goes back into the pocket here. He's going to loop around now. And black's getting 7. So black's split between 2 caps, which I think makes him less effective. White did actually just open black up, which I think is a mistake because black could come off this cap and go kill red and then trade in. And maybe that's what he's going to do. I think black is my strongest opponent. We're going to kill the bot right now. I think it's a slightly worthwhile investment. It will immediately trade me. If I get good dice on it, I get good dice on it. 13 out of 15. We're just putting a 5 there. Good dice. Fine dice. 13 was good dice. That was bad dice at the end though. So it's pretty much a wash. That kill didn't do a whole lot for me. But that's all right. We're basically the same size as white. I thought it was worth the shot. Maybe we see blue take the black cap here. Off a 70 trade. No, blue is a very, very passive player. That's fair. I've still got cards. Somebody could block me, but yeah, I can't really explain why the card thing happened. Usually, he smokes my 5. Thanks. Roll the black cap. What are you doing? I didn't have this anyway. Okay. Cool. I just lost eight off-cap troops for no good reason. Because, again, I don't think purple is very good. This game is going to take a very long time to end because black got this. Blue is now considerably stronger than me. Maybe I should have waited a turn for red. I probably should have waited a turn for red, gotten that extra card. Maybe it makes somebody else's cards more expensive. Black sets on 4. I don't know that I love that for them. They also appear to be prioritizing... Yeah, there you go. I was going to say, they appear to be prioritizing their back left cap, and I don't understand that at all. I don't really know why you would do that. I don't really think black is card blockable. I think blue is, but purple's never going to let us do that because purple is too worried about me having this bonus up here. So, that's fine. And purple, I was hoping he was a willy-nilly cap roller, but not the case here. Tough game. This map, man, I actually think it's worse than Simple World for Progressive Capitals. I really do. I do not enjoy this one much at all. It always either the game ends so fast. The game either ends so fast, or where I guess I want to see how big black's cap is over, or how much of an advantage he has over us right now because he got that free capital. 88. All right, we can actually see white aggressively. Why does that not show the arrows? We could see white aggressively hit that cap at some point. I don't know if he's going to, but yeah, having the double capital on a board like this, you don't need to be aggressive. And like black can just afford to be passive. He's got the most troops. He's also got a position where somebody can just wail. Like they have to wail on him to break his caps. I have no idea why purple didn't defend this. Nobody was going to go for your kill. Unless you got double teamed, nobody was going to go for you. So I'm trying to maximize my troops just on these +2s here. What? Oh, he took a card to the right. I was like, why did you take a card to the right? Black dumps everything back here. Interesting that he'd take off this cap. It does remove me over there. I don't love that. Look at the +2. I guess we'll just roll this down. We're much stronger than purple, but purple's about to set in and actually leapfrog us. Blue is going to set in. Nobody's really doing anything. I was hoping white was going to roll this black cap, but I think we're just going to play a lot of take a card and pass, and that's going to be the nature of this game. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. Red botted. If it comes down to bot outs, that will just show you guys the nature of this map. I think I like the fact that Simple World, even with the blizzards, has at least some degree of pathing and some degree of card blocking. This map really only has the card blocking if the players pick smart caps, but both purple and red passed up on good capitals for seemingly no reason. Okay. Did white get removed on the right-hand side? Maybe. I have no idea what he's doing. I don't care about fortifying. I'd rather keep the open cap cards here. So I guess that's what we're going to do. I was hoping maybe I'd get the +2 here, but it's all right. The extra 2 troops, it helps just a little bit. This cap for black is quite weak. White could actually probably roll this and live. Set in, roll this, and then hold both of them and not risk death. Somehow purple's last trade-in got so many more troops than mine. Skipping at this point doesn't make sense. If I had skipped early... the reason I didn't skip early is because I thought there would be a limited number of cards for everybody. But for some reason that's not happening. There's only supposed to be the number of cards that correspond to each territory. We saw, and 2 wilds, we saw that was above that point. White goes this way, leaves that there, forces me to attack out this way and open up his capital. Black trades because white did not aggress him. Imagine he dumps everything on this, most stuff on this cap now. 76 of his 105 trade. This game is going to take forever, and black is in the driver's seat. All because of purple. I hope purple knows. Purple, if you ever watch this video, I don't mean to... This is not intending to be rude, but you did kind of throw this game. If you had left troops on this capital, you would be in the driver's seat of the game. Instead... They did not do that. And black is, especially positioned like this cap is just way better than purple's cap anyway. I guess it is a card blockable cap as well, but so is this one if we play it right. You know, black and white and I could trade back here. All friendly and stuff. We could actually block purple now. It requires effort on both sides. That is the one problem. Purple's cap is difficult to block if you don't have the participation of black or blue on the right-hand side. Now, I am going to weasel my little grubby paws right into this territory here. We're going to trade the horses, increase our chances of getting a horse, especially on a small board like this. We definitely increase our chances of getting a horse back. Purple is on 5. No shot they get hit soon. Really no shot. Black gets hit soon. The one problem with getting a kill for 3 cards is I put myself right back into the same trade order. I don't know if this is a bug where it's giving out more cards than it should, but I'll have to ask some people. I will actually try to do that right now. Maybe I can get an answer. All right. I'm going to remove that for now, just so I can see. This was my one complaint, is that this blocks the troop count there. Just a little bizarre. Lose a troop. I asked in a shared chat that I have with some people. We'll see if they've got any sort of answer. Blue sets in early. Is that going to be a play of aggression here? Does he think he can kill black? I guess we'll see. I think he just tried to roll this cap in the middle, and I think that's going to get him killed. We'll see if I get an answer. I thought for sure that was going to be a dynamic. We've seen on the channel before in Simple World in Britannia. I thought we'd see it here because you can hold up to 30 cards between everybody, but there should only be 23 here. And I thought that was going to be a super important mechanic to this game. Did blue roll this? Blue did roll the black cap. Black sets in. Does he come for vengeance? Does he come for vengeance? Because if he does, and blue's defending well enough. 1, 2, 3, 11. This might have been the kicker that we needed. We're not going to see. If he jumps to 3 caps, he actually doesn't set in off of a kill here. So, not at 3. I'm going to trade early. Let's just put 20 here. I will trade in if I kill both of them. Okay, blue made the first move. $64. Blue made the first move, and because he made the first move, we will reward him. I did not think that black would die there. I'm probably going to get targeted by these 2 players, but we only lose 89 on a 64 cap. We're actually in a great position here. 147. I think I gift this one to white. I think I gift that one to white. I probably get targeted here. I think I probably get targeted here. Sorry, black. Hate to do it to you. I'm okay gifting this to white. Yeah, you're not going to get this. Now we can... I can actually... These two caps are the most important because these are the ones I can work on a card block on purple. And he set in early to do that. He is only worth 10 more troops than me right now, but he's one card fewer. I let white take the 19, and we just start stacking on our 146 here. I don't think... He shouldn't roll anything else. He should just split between the two of them, and he and I have an infinite trading zone back here. Yes, okay. We don't open this back up to ourselves. We just continually take the card here. And maybe, just maybe, we can infinitely trade with white. Oh, he doesn't break me. I hold the +5? I think I hold the +5. I'm hoping... I think white's pretty good. He wasn't rolling anything for free earlier. We hold the +5. Not that it matters. He's not going to trade with me. I'm going to try to signal to him that we have this infinite trading zone back here. I hope he notices. I think he gets it. And then we can just card block purple and win. I think he understands. Purple's going to come break me. We held the bonus for one turn. Doesn't really matter. And this is a really bad play by purple. And I think white sees that, right? He sees that purple is doing all of this attacking. He's going to run out of cards soon, and then he and I can just trade back here. Perfect. This is the pocket. This is the only infinite trading spot on the board. Hunenvans or Volda? Volda's the middle. Hunenvans is the cap that I want to be stronger right now. Because of the potential pressure that I'm going to get. Let's get this to 150. I don't really care that much about that cap. Let's get this to 300. And then let's get this cap to 285 should work. And purple will run out of cards very, very soon. He's got one here. He apparently has one down here. And then probably one or two in here before he is without cards. And I think white will realize that this guy will not be able to take cards after a certain point. It is a little bit of a cheeseball strat, but it's how you get this player out of the game. It's kind of our only option at this point. I believe white has at least 300 or 400 on this cap. He put most of his troops on this one just now, though, with that recent trade-in. Purple trades. We don't see it, but... Oh, and he over-attacks. Oh. Purple wants in on the infinite trading zone. I didn't think he'd roll a cap there. He got really good dice, too. Gave this cap up to white for free. Oh. Oh, we're just done. Good game. White did not like that his cap just got absolutely blasted, and he is assuming I'm going to give him second place, and I am going to give him second place. such a dumb game. Why did people just randomly cap sack? Good game. Well played. I'll put a pinned comment down below. I don't know how that worked out. This game probably should have been like a 2-hour game. I'll put a pinned comment down below kind of explaining if I get a response from somebody explaining the card thing. I didn't get one during the game. But let's take a look at the ranks of our opponents. I thought Blue was a GM? What? Black, I'm not surprised Black was a GM. Black was a very, very good player. He obviously retaliated on Blue because he was irritated with that cap roll. I don't know how you don't roll that earlier if you're Blue. He had, when this was a 50, he should have taken it then. If you're a GM, I don't get that. This was an incredibly experienced lobby. White was our weakest player. I thought White played the best, man. Didn't unnecessarily roll anything. We had 2 experts, 1 quit. Purple was an expert, a little too aggressive there at the end, but he was card blocked, and he said, screw it, I'm going to weasel my way into that position, and it almost worked for him. White got some pretty incredible dice there. He had the same size cap as Purple did after the cap roll, and got 300 of the 400 troops off that bad boy. So let's take a look at where Iceland sits on our tier list. First off, you can see the number of territories is 21. We had the 4 bonuses. It's mostly a 1v1 map. And this is their image of our map here. We had a blizzard right here, which cuts off a lot of mobility. Purple and red are apparently second and third weakest players, according to rank. Both passed up on the middle hold here, which would have cut the map in half. Obviously, blue was capped back here, but I believe red in the second position didn't necessarily see this. He would only have seen that if his territory was one of these two, which we saw that he had these two, so I'm not sure that happened. I don't know why those guys didn't pick these caps. Those would have been incredibly powerful capitals, but passed up on it. You could tell if you get a trading pocket based off of those blizzards, like we got with the white player at the end there, you can really swing the tide of a 3-player game and work against. White understood. Shout out to LG Hatch or Hashe. I'm not sure how their name is pronounced, but they were the player, the white player that we gifted second there. But yeah, a very card blocky, super tiny, super stalematey map, especially in the early game. If somebody doesn't bot out or somebody doesn't cap slam, which both of those things happen to happen, and I feel like this map definitely brings that out in people. If we take a look at our tier list over here, I told you guys that I think this map might legitimately be worse than Simple World, and I think it's Blizzard dependent, but a little bit, but the chances of you getting a blizzard that cuts off half the map is very, very high on this. About 10% chance at least. There are 2 blizzards, so probably even more than 10% chance. I'm going to put this one at the bottom, guys. I think I enjoy Simple World caps a little bit better because you can actually hold bonuses on that map. You're not really going to hold bonuses on Iceland, and the bonuses can give you a little pocket advantage, something like that, that just makes it a little bit less stalematey. I think Iceland is the worst caps map. It's fun in its own right, but that doesn't mean it's not complete trash. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. We upload Tier List Tuesday videos every single week. I'll be back next week, I believe, with one. Well, actually, I'll go super fast here, guys. If you care to hear what map we have next week, I'll get to that. The Northern Map Pack. It's one of the Northern Map Pack ones. I think it might be the Lubeck. Yes, I remember correctly. It is the Lubeck map, which is actually, I think, a pretty underrated map. So we'll be taking a look at that one next week. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, do what I said before. As always, I've been C-Money. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a tremendous rest of your day. Peace. Just throwing this in here at the end, I spoke with a fellow streamer and named Hokaris after the game, and he mentioned that he thinks it might just be 50% bug, 50% cheating, something in between there. I don't know how somebody would hack the game to do that. It might just be a bug, but both he and I tested in pass and play individually after the fact, and it cut us both off after 23 cards. So the first 5 players with 4 cards, and the 6th player tries to take a card from 3 cards, they don't get it. I don't know why in this particular game it let us take more than 23 cards on Iceland, but typically you would have that little quirk to a smaller map like that. So if you play Iceland Capitals, just know that should happen for you. I don't know why it didn't in this particular game.